saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. 4 quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Unconventional strategy here, to say the least. They'll try for a field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Well, he certainly gave it his all in pursuit of the record, but his kick doesn't connect from significant distance. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
That's a kick right there, Kate, that defies explanation and analysis. But at the very least, if you're going to try a field goal on an early down...
Second bad, but somebody got to do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody got to do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
19, look, here we go, check. 19, 18, card, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Coming out throwing, here's Ward. He's got it near the 10. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints take the lead on the first play of the drive. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And after the dive, they'll be set up with some okay field position here. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Design keeper here for Hurts. We're drawn up for him. Saints adding an extra DB. This is 3rd down. Man in motion here. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. They get him on his first throw in this conference championship. And the Saints take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Check
First and 10 here. Ward. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10.
60 Maverick. Warriors. Nice. Buffalo 18. Come nice. Trap 50. Trap 50. Good.
Out of the shotgun. It's Ward. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. The 30. The 10. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
Austin on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Press all 80. 76, 7, Panthers, 19, Lions.
Ward shaking off the pick here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
70 Timberwolves. 70. 79 Broncos. 18 Dragons 60. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Second and 10 now. Ward. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Not an enviable spot as they come up third and long.
Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Trap 60. Cup 19. Cup 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready?
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And hey, at least he held onto the football. They will get nothing on that return.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Great, set. 180, 180.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it...
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Here's Judkins on 1st down. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Man in motion, headed right. Hurts now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Move the chain! You gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35.
Great, set. Trimmer.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Judkins up the middle. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Making the stop that time. Kool-Aid McKinstry.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Hey, 73.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Eagles.
Run right side, Judkins. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A lot of guys intercepted. Kyer Elam makes the play. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders are willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Ward, a quick throw, complete. Up the perimeter, he's at the 25. Has room down the left sideline. At the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Reed now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Saints are finally stopped on the return. They'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
2, 7 Pirates, 60 Eagles, 60, 79 Broncos, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, Turk 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
First down throw here for Ward. Hits him on the out route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Saints 21, Eagles 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Now they send their back in motion right. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds his back complete. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
That's another Eagles first down.
So the hurry up here. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
Let's go. Trim it.
Hurts a chance to run it here. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles make it a 1-score game in the first half. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Austin. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
18
From the gun, it's Ward. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
19. Get it. 19 tight. 70 Rangers. Step Warriors. 70. Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
2nd and 10. Here's Ward to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watch your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
60 Maverick. 18. Buffalo 18. 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. He's going to try another deep one here. He's got it deep downfield. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 6. Cowboy 80.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Cowboy 80.
Again, Ward going to the air. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. So no mistaking that play call, block. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Saints 28, Eagles 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete out to the right. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A gain of 30. And an Eagle first down.
63.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got a man left. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throwing here, Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throw here, 3rd down. That's completed right side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making a one-score game before halftime. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Hold it ready.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Warrior 17. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He is down to the 30-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Well, Frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18. 70 Ray. 7. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
2nd and 10 now. Ward. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
19 tight. Here we go. Top 19. Top 19. Dragon 60.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. The field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this.
Let's go now. Panther, Mustang, Hawk. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
4th down. Here's Ward. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Silver, ready?
On 1st down, Hurts. Headed out right. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's a design look for Hurts. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Deep to return, Chimere DK. Here's a high kick, hit very well. Looking up towards the dome, can't bring it in clean. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Hand off now from the gun. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors, 17. Ready.
Ward setting the pass. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
He cuts it back right. Gets it to the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints throw the lead coming out at halftime.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And they pick him off again! Zay Frazier has it. And the Saints are going to take over now at their own 20. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
There he goes, right sideline. Hits the 20. He will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points.
We are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you it's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21. Reed now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
We get to playoff football, Kate. Every team is going to excel in 3 phases. You've got to. Offense, defense, special teams. What an excellent return. And the type of effort they expect from themselves in postseason football.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He's loaded another one up. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
One thing we don't have with football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Easy, 63, bang.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's second down and goal.
63.
They've got a man in motion. Hurts now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's third and goal.
And send a receiver left. Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
Third down pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
70, Timberwolves.
On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up second.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. You got away with one.
The give here on 2nd. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Let's go. Hey, Dragon 60. Hey, 7 Pirates.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this spot is going to be closed, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
It's 4th down.
70, Warriors 70.
They're going for this. He connects downfield. Into the red zone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints continue piling onto this lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. 73. No touch.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
First down.
Now about 29 yards on that play, Parker, as they get the chains reset.
First down, Eagles.
73! 73! 63! Carla Vienne! 63! 60! No!
First down throwing for Hurts. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Hurts trying to get on second down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. It'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
I think his decision-making wrote a check, but his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Third and long for him here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
They'll indeed go for this. It's Hurts. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jonas Saker. And the Saints have it once again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skips down inside the 35-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's the Saints with the ball, trying to keep their postseason run going.
Ready?
New set of downs for them from the 31.
Set it. Ready?
Going to the ground again on first. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Hey, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Ready? 60 boxes. 60 boxes.
From the gun, it's Ward. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing third and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
19 Cardinal, 8 Buffalo 18.
Ward's going to throw here on third. Got TK, complete. And they're going to be set up with first and goal here from the 7.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
You're just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on second and goal.
Hold the stick. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready?
He gets it again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
And the ball carrier.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, smash. Hey, hurt.
Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it 4th and goal.
Traps, screens, draws, you need the element of surprise. The problem is, this defense was all over that draw. You couldn't fool them, even if you wanted to.
Chop 60, chop 60. Warrior 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 4th down, Ward escapes the pocket. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. And he can't do it himself. He's stuck behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Play action. Hurts has it. Oh, no. Ball's loose. Ball's loose in the end zone. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety.
Safety. Jake Elliott taking on for Philadelphia.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. And this isn't going to help things following that safety as the free kick winds up out of bounds. That penalty accepted. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to pay off his 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints coasting to the finish line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance to stand here with 3rd and 1.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught, nice game left side. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Saints throwing 6 more on the blowout. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints grow their lead yet again.
Saints 58, Eagles 21.
Reed now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver. Tiger Hornet. Hey, 73.
They'll motion Brown right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Great work on the Saints. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
63.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Fits it through the middle. across midfield before he's brought down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
At the 47-yard line.
Slot man's in motion right. Hurts on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally setting up, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
Hey, Silver. Tiger Hornet.
Hurts throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. And they need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Catch is made in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles cut into the lead by another point. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. He took it all the way. Oh, baby, what a return. Touchdown. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, bro.
Yeah, it's going to have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you... It's just not been their kind of game.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. Pretty good lead in hand already. They're still just taking the extra point from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through.
Saints 65, Eagles 48.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Trying to push deep downfield. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. This will be the final play of the game. Here's Judkins on second down. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down. So it's a win.